Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Weil. I am the founder of the Andrew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine at the University of Arizona College of Medicine in Tucson, Arizona, where I'm also the Lovell Jones Professor of Integrative Medicine, Professor of Public Health as well. I'm a graduate of Harvard Medical School. I studied botany before I went into medicine. In 1968, I designed and conducted the first double-blind human studies of cannabis. The results of that study were published as a lead article in Science Journal and in Nature Journal, and I am considered one of the leading experts on cannabis. I have been very concerned about the lack of progress in cannabis policy in a number of countries, but especially in Japan, where cannabis is so much a part of the culture. And I was asked to prepare a statement on behalf of Mr. Ryujiro Oyabu that could be submitted to the Japanese government to help with this case. And I am doing that along with other experts on cannabis throughout North America and in other countries as well. So I'm very happy to be available to help in any way that I can. I think it is long overdue for the Japanese government to change its very prohibitive policies on cannabis. So this is the joint statement that I have prepared. It will be sent on from University of Arizona Health Sciences Center, signed by me and Dr. Stephen Dahmer, who is the current director of the Andrew Weil Center for Integrative Medicine at the University of Arizona, along with a number of other experts throughout the country. To the government and people of Japan, we, the undersigned, a coalition of world-renowned experts in cannabis research, including myself, Dr. Ethan Russo, Dr. Donald Abrams, Dr. Stephen Dahmer, and more, would like to bring your attention to the current scientific understanding of the potential risks and benefits of cannabis. The botanical name of the plant, Cannabis sativa, means the useful hemp. This species is indeed useful. It gives us a superior fiber, an edible seed, a culinary oil, a medicine, and a recreational intoxicant. Botanists have been unable to find examples of truly wild hemp, that is, plants that have been uninfluenced by human activity. Cannabis has co-evolved with us since the beginning of human evolution. It has been integral to Japanese culture since ancient times. In many parts of the world, cannabis has long been employed for medicinal purposes, with recorded uses dating back to 2737 before the Common Era. A most important fact about cannabis as medicine is its lack of toxicity, much less than that of most medications in common use. For most medications, the median toxic dose is not that much higher than the median effective dose. For cannabis, it is many times higher, and it is not possible to establish a lethal oral dose for humans. In other words, the potential of cannabis to cause harm to the body is extremely low. Adverse reactions to it occur, but they are infrequent. Of greater concern is the possibility of adverse psychological and behavioral effects and dependence among those using cannabis as a recreational drug. These are also relatively uncommon and no more likely to occur in societies that have less restrictive laws on cannabis possession and cultivation. Prohibition of cannabis based on scientifically unfounded fears about its harmfulness limits society's ability to take advantage of its many benefits, including its nutritional and therapeutic applications. That is certainly the case in Japan. In recent times, many countries have reevaluated their outdated laws on cannabis, moving towards policies of harm reduction and individual sovereignty. As Dr. Donald Abrams from the USA had noted, the policy shift reflects a growing recognition of the plant's therapeutic potential and ability to promote sustainable practices. It is unjust that cannabis remains heavily restricted when research shows it causes less societal harm than legal substances like alcohol and tobacco, as stated by Dr. Peter Johnstad in Norway. Together with colleagues throughout the USA and worldwide, we advocate for a more rational understanding of cannabis and for laws and policies on its cultivation and possession that are consistent with scientific evidence. We encourage your government to consider revising its outdated laws and regulations regarding cannabis. This would allow individuals to make informed choices about its use in various contexts, avoid unfair legal repercussions not aligned with current thinking, and still ensure that public health and safety remain top priorities. Sincerely, Andrew T. Weil, MD.